You know, ultimately, the red flag in the Eric Swalwell story was this haircut. It's the frosted tips. Everybody who had this haircut in 1999 is either in rehab or in prison, and Eric Swalwell will most likely be in both after the destruction of his political career and maybe his life as a free man, mainly because he lived by his senior quote right here, and this is real, we checked: when you can't have it, you must take it. This was what Eric Swalwell told his senior class in 1999. And boy, he lived out those values. He lived out that motto. Here's a video of Eric Swalwell taking it from a sex worker. And now Eric Swalwell's career is taking it. There is nothing left of his career. Eric Swalwell, again, may well be going to prison for this video and others that we hear are about to drop. Why is that? Let's get into it. Eric Swalwell resigned from Congress last night. Didn't say when he's resigning, but he said he's resigning. He also dropped out of the California governor's race, leading to the single funniest comment ever on X. He says, I will fight these false allegations that have been made. But that's my fight, not the campaign's. Elon Musk saying, bro, you should definitely fight the false allegations, especially all the videos of you doing weird shit with hookers. Remember, when you can't have it, you must take it. Yeah. The red flags were there, that's for sure. Here's Eric Swalwell's congressional resignation also, and that's because of what we learned last night. Eric Swalwell isn't fighting these false allegations because they're on video, and there's a lot more to come. In fact, he's going to be fighting a court case now because allegedly these individuals are underage. And just a reminder that Eric Swalwell was the biggest harpy on the Epstein saga, constantly attacking Republicans, constantly attacking Donald Trump, constantly labeling any Republican as nasty of an ad hominem as he possibly could. Now, allegedly, according to Anna Paulina Luna last night on Jesse Waters' show, these are underage women from Jesse Waters, Anna Paulina, revealing
is that many people on the Hill knew about this. Many reporters have come forward, even in talking to me, saying that they had heard stories about this. But I do think that he has serious criminal problems on his hand, and I do think that he might end up in jail, Jesse. And if I could just share with you for a moment, not only did I receive forensic reporting showing that, you know, that infamous video of him in the hotel room was indeed him. It was not AI generated. But I'm also being told that, more stuff is going to be dropping in the next. Also being told that more stuff is going to be dropping in the next 24 hours, and then also potentially the individual that recorded that video in that hotel room, Jesse, was a female and she was underage.
Oh, just so the audience is aware, there's a video that's circulating. Fox hasn't confirmed it yet. It appears to show Swalwell on a bed with maybe another guy making out with a girl. That's it. That's all we know. But if what you're saying is true, and we don't know, but if that's true, that is very, Yikes. Very, very bad news. But back up. You're saying reporters on the Hill knew Swalwell was a shade ball, but didn't investigate? Because why? Because he was a Democrat?
I don't know why they didn't push this further. I think that there's a lot of kind of back scratching taking place on the Hill in general because it's happening within our own party as well. But yes, they knew about it. They did not report on it. And you're seeing now that, I mean, I don't know about you, Jesse, but I don't have 50 staffers, let alone 50 staffers that would come out and say that this is wrong and that you need to resign from office, right? So it was clearly a pattern. And as you're seeing with some of the text messages coming out, and I think, again, with this criminal investigation, there's a lot there with him. So, yes, he resigned, I think, to maybe save his family going through this. But ultimately, at the end of the day, when he did what he decided to do, just based on the grounds of him having an inappropriate relationship with a staffer. But now we're looking at the criminal activity. And I stand by what I said because I saw, again, the forensics report of that video. And if that is true, I would suggest that the Manhattan DA look into that.
So the Manhattan DA is actually looking into this. We have confirmed that, as is the FBI this morning. Eric Swalwell has maintained that none of the allegations against him are true. And now that he's resigned, we would like to welcome him to sit down with the FBI and share the information that he has. We also encourage and welcome any person of relevant information with these matters to speak with us. The door is open to all, says Cash Patel this morning. Ooh, baby. That is crispy. from Kash Patel. And let me tell you what, there's more to come on this. There is some major problems with this video. Not only is there potentially 3 or 4 other people in the room. So what is everyone doing here with a sex worker? Also, there may well be another elected representative right here. We'll get to that in just one moment. Who is the woman in the video? We have ID'd the woman with Eric Swalwell. Clear and convincing evidence standard was used. Tattoo on the right forearm, confirmed. Facial recognition results. Summary is that this is a sex worker. And, well, there you go. Bleary-eyed Eric Swalwell wears robe and parties at yacht with girls at Hush Hush St. Tropez blowout. Eric Swalwell unable to open his eyes or his mouth, but definitely was probably able to open up with the women on this yacht in the middle of international waters, because that's where all good things happen. All right, for members of Congress. It is amazing to me that this guy is banging on about the Epstein files. Source says Ruben Galeggio, who is the senator from Arizona, who's the butt buddy of Eric Swalwell, was also part of all of this. Everybody is saying that, boy, howdy, does this ever look like the back of Ruben's head? Man, it does seem like a match here. Ruben Galeggio says, no, he has no idea what's going on. He was he was roommates with Eric Swalwell. You didn't know what he was doing? Dude, get ahead of it and resign. You are next, says George Santos. What says the new victims of Eric Swalwell? Well, they're out talking as well this morning. And boy, do they have a story to tell. Maybe they'll tell it to the FBI. Who knows? Here's what was just recently broadcast on
the fact that he has now
PBS.
dropped out of the governor's
Yikes.
race and resigned from Congress. Is that justice in your view?
No, it's just the beginning. It's just the very beginning. And I know personally that we're not walking away from this fight.
For me, justice won't be until he can't ever harm a woman ever again. And he has faced the consequences for the women that he has harmed.
I think in regards to the governor's race, he never should have ran for governor to begin with, knowing the kind of history and receipts that are out there. So that's a non-starter. And then in terms of Congress, I think he absolutely should have resigned. I think we just prevented another 30 to 40 years potentially of him harming people if he were to stay in Congress.
Yeah.
So in that
Hot
sense, I think
damn.
we have served justice for his future victims.
Wow.
That won't exist anymore.
Hot damn. I mean, he done did. He is cooked officially. Eric Swalwell, feel free to sit down with the FBI, and all those women, feel free to sit down with the FBI too, especially if you're aware of crimes, which of course, trafficking women across state lines, underage women. This is all the Hunter Biden stuff, right? And they can still get Hunter Biden on this stuff. So these are the kind of things that you should. And Eric Swalwell didn't get a pardon, so it's going to be an interesting time. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. The truth shall set you free. And remember, if no one's giving it to you, you have to take it. Aged poorly.